Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are all in a good condition. Please stay healthy and also stay happy in this very difficult situation. So today we're going to talk about our material that is called noun clause. Have you heard about noun clause before? I'm sure some of you must already be familiar with noun clause. And today we're going to talk about the definition first. After that, we're going to talk about the function of the noun clause. And then at the end, we're going to try identifying noun clause in the paragraph. So what is noun clause actually? Noun clause is a dependent clause that acts as a noun. It can be used as subject, direct object, indirect object, object of a preposition, subject complement, and also appositive. So it means that there are quite a lot of function of the noun clause. Yeah, that's why this is important to talk and discuss with you guys. So the function of noun clause, yeah, here I talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 functions of the noun clause. So the first one, when the noun clause becomes the subject of the sentence. What I had forgotten was that I had a test today. So what I had forgotten here, the noun clause becomes the subject of the sentence. Direct object now. You must choose which flavor of ice cream you want. So which flavor of ice cream you want is noun clause, and in this case, it becomes direct object of the sentence. So if you think that subject and object only contains of one word, this is totally wrong, yeah? Sometimes it is yes, but most of the time we can have like 2 words or more than 2 words, or if it is noun clause, it can be 3 or 4 or 5, yeah? So in this case, we have 4 words for the subject and 6 words for the direct object. So it doesn't matter, yeah? It doesn't matter the number of the words that become object or subject. So let's move on to the indirect object. I will tell whoever will listen to my frightening story. So this is called indirect object because the one who's gonna listen to the frightening story is not defined yet, yeah? And the next object of a preposition, Josie is not interested in whatever Kylie says, yeah, as its name object of a preposition. So the noun clause comes after the preposition. That is in this case in, yeah. And then subject complement. Michael's excuse was that he had forgotten to set his alarm. So subject complements adds its name as well, yeah. It gives more explanation about the subject. And then the last one, appositive. It seems to bother the teacher that all the students are being too quiet, yeah. As we can see, we can find or identify the sign or the characteristic of appositive. In this case, we have that, yeah. So, and then we are going to move to how we can identify whether this is noun clause or whether this is the other clause or whether this is only normal object or only normal subject. Yeah, so noun clauses often begin with pronouns, interrogative pronouns, subordinating conjunction, or other words. The introductory word generally has a grammatical function in the sentence. So as we can see above in the example, if you notice, yeah, noun clause always begin with a pronoun or an interrogative pronoun like what, yeah, and then also it can be when, yeah, it can be why, for example, and then we also found which, whoever, whatever, and that as well here. So actually, noun clause can begin with many things, yeah, such as relative pronouns, indefinite relative pronouns, interrogative pronoun, interrogative adjective, interrogative adverb, and also subordinative conjunctions, yeah. And also, if it is like questions, yeah, in a noun clause, even if the main clause is a question, the dependent clause is written as a declarative, yeah. So as a declarative. So do you know where your father is? Yeah. Not do you know where is your father? So you put is at the end of the sentence, yeah, instead of you put it like a questions, yeah. So even it is a question, the dependent clause is written as a declarative, something like that. So now we're going to identify the noun clauses that are in the paragraph, yeah. So read the paragraph below and underline the noun clause that you find, yeah. The environmental problems that today's world is facing are so great, but there are only few people try to improve the situation. Governments and large organizations should take part and be responsible for reducing the amount of damage being done to the environment. Environmental damage is an intricate issue that primarily results from careless industrialization. Factories release chemicals into the environment without any treatment and emit carbon dioxide. What government should do are making strict regulation related to the chemical disposal done by the factories, conducting research in how to make the factories' waste become more environmentally friendly, imposing fines or severe sanctions to those who are not following the regulation. So actually, to identifying the noun clause is quite easy. Yeah? So you have to find the words that I mentioned before, like interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, and etc., to help you identifying the noun clause. Yeah. So in this case, in the first paragraph, yeah, you found that the environmental problems that today world is facing are so great. Yeah. So in this case, we know that it starts with that, so we have to be suspicious that this will be a noun clause, maybe, yeah. So after that, going deeper to the sentence itself, yeah, you can find and you can identify that, oh, this is belongs to subject, oh, this is kind of subject complements, because this gives you more explanation about the subject, yeah. And then you can find verb after the words that today words is facing. So this is a noun clause, yeah. This is identified as noun clause. And then after that, we move to the second paragraph. Environmental damage is an intricate issue that primarily results from careless industrialization. Yeah. So this is become object, yeah, object, yeah, that primarily results from careless industrialization. And then what government should do here, we can see that it becomes the subject, yeah, of the sentence, because we found verb after the noun clause itself. And then later on in the next sentences, yeah, even in how to make the factories waste becomes more environmentally friendly. In this case, this is after in, so this should be object of a prepositions, yeah. And then the last one, who are not following the regulations, yeah, to those who are not following the regulation, this is maybe such kind of indirect object, because this is not clear, yeah, who are not following the regulation. We do not know yet the people who are not following the regulations, yeah. So we are not sure yet. So this is indirect object. So thank you very much. I think this is these are the explanation of noun clause, yeah. So if you have any question related to the noun clause, you can drop comments here, and then you can always start discussion in the discussion forum. And also you are free to text me anytime if you do not understand the concept. I will help you with another resources. So of course, I can expect, or I'm expecting that you also be active and you search for more resources if you were confused the concept of noun clause, because I know that many resources out there can help you to understand the concept of noun clause. So thank you very much once again for listening to my explanation about noun clause. See you in the next material. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.